I mean, I remember Adam's triumph at the end of the session. Um,
I'm gonna be honest. That's like one of the few things I do remember is that insane fucking round.
Well, look, I mean, it started. Last session started off in some pretty serious combat. We had the big Tarantula Viper to go up against. I think the major highlights of that combat were Ro going absolutely ham with an axe and continuing the swath of destruction that she has been sowing in this place, and Herb um, just fucking YOLOing it and being like, yeah, the best thing to do under this situation is just try and grapple this giant tarantula viper, and was successful. In the process of being successful, went I don't know if it was full on feral, but pretty seriously feral, because shortly after grappling this thing, Herb was like, I gotta bounce, and just bolted. But we did manage to win the day.
Yeah, it was pretty one-sided, to be honest.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I think it.
Y'all beat down those spiders like it was nothing.
Yeah, I think it felt scarier than it actually was, in part because, at least not speaking for everyone, but speaking just personally, I think at this point everything feels scarier than it might actually be because of how deadly things have been from time to time.
Yeah, we might have been good at it, but we did feel endangered.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were. You were.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
on
go
paper,
for it.
It seemed like we were fucking it up, but like we were really 1 to 2 bad rolls away and just like got lucky.
Well, I think that's ultimately what it is with this system, right? And particularly this incarnation of this system is there's no situation where we're not 1 or 2 bad rolls away from a serious problem.
Or, as we saw, 1 to 2 rolls away from a serious victory.
Absolutely. We managed to avoid the Watcher's checkpoint and get to the rabbit habitat. Seemed like it was a pretty good thing that Adams 42 was with us, as he gave us some pretty important instructions about how to behave initially. We were stopped almost immediately upon entering their area. There was a hail of shrapnel that fell above us or around us. We were brought in to speak with General Rudis, right, who was touting the rabbit's prowess in taking out watchers and pointing to all the watcher debris that was in the habitat or in their stronghold. Seemed prepared to let Adams 42 continue on with his purpose of being there to trade because of his history, but seemed really upset with the 3 of us since he didn't know us from a hole in the wall. And as you two had already pointed out, I had a very lucky and pretty momentous dominate role that had General Rudis a reasonable change in attitude, where he saw that he was like, oh, you people, I get it. You guys get it, right? I don't think he was was a full 180 on his part, but he was like, okay, you guys aren't useless. Like, you clearly understand and are willing to put up a fight. And I believe where we left it is him saying, now go prove it to me, right? And go bring back a trophy, namely a bit of a watcher.
I think it was a watcher. Yeah. He
I
sent
think it
us
was a
with this hot
head
rabbit.
specifically he was asking for, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Kill Hot. Yeah, sent us with the hot rabbit, and then we got to meet Captain Patch.
True and true. One Hop Kills is
Yeah.
the name of the rabbit that has been assigned to you, or you to her. It's not entirely clear. Not really speaking much, but very intense. You did meet Captain Patch, who arranged for you all to rest within the tunnels of the free kingdom of Deeproot, as Rutus referred to it. Free realm of Deeproot, excuse me, not kingdom. You all will be able to rest for a few hours. I believe you were getting about 4 or 5 hours of rest. So if you had healing you needed to do, you could consume some rations, consume some water, heal up, get some rest before heading out. Patch did say that he would do what he could for you because of your affiliation with Ginkgo, who Patch clearly knew very well. If you have not healed up already, go ahead and do that.
And then we get on 2 feral points.
Yeah, everybody gets their feral points. I should double check how many. Okay, so this is something I messed up. At the start of each session, the GM gets a number of feral points equal to the total number of feral points that the players have together, including the new feral points that each PC gets at the start of the session. How many feral points do each of you have?
Good Lord. I've got 10 feral points.
Oh shit! I got 3 now.
You should not feel overly concerned, at the very least, because I will be clear: watchers cannot spend feral points. How many is Haley sitting on, Sean?
8. Sorry, I thought I was unmuted.
It's all good. All good. So 21 total. Okay.
I am also going to, during this time, I am going to make a scavenge roll to try and find a weapon in my horde. I'm hoping to get a fair number of rages, a fair number of extra successes.
Mhm.
Got to remember which system I'm in.
Stunt is the term you're looking for this one.
Yeah.
God damn it! I was wrong the second time.
so that I can get maybe pull a ranged weapon out of here, but let's find out. And I've got the weapon master, which allows me to add a +2, and that's skill dice. Is that
Correct.
okay?
Mhm. You know what time it is.
It is not, because I'm not gonna injure myself before going into battle. That seems like a poor choice of.
But
Is this
you might
not the
be
night
doing-
I thought we were in the night before. I thought this was anything we want to do the night before heading out, or is this the morning of
It's
heading out?
It's like 4 hours. I don't think it's like. I think we're leaving like right after this, right? Like that's the
Right.
plan.
You are leaving in the very early hours of the morning.
Yeah, and so We'll just say I find a chunk of wood in there. So if I want to use it to bash something over the head, I've got that, but I've also got the wrench. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Okay. Qualifies as a blunt instrument, +1 gear bonus, 1 base damage.
Yeah.
Globe.
And to be clear, all of your weapons have been returned to you. Were taken from you when you arrived here in the Rabbit Warrens, in the Rabbit Habitat. But when you were escorted to this room, your weapons were waiting for you.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
You feel like you have just barely closed your eyes when the door opens again and the lights not click on, but the light approaches with whoever just opened the door carrying a flashlight.
Witchcraft.
One hop kill standing in the doorway just says nothing but waves her hand for you all to follow her.
I'm following.
Yeah.
Gather up your things. You exit out and back into the tunnels. It is very clear that One Hop Kills knows these tunnels exceptionally well. They are not perhaps as large as the tunnels, that the Badgers have built over in Badger Burrow. There are periods where you all have to, at best, stoop, at worst, sometimes practically get down onto all fours to pass through this rather labyrinthine environment. There is not a single word from One Hop Kills as she walks. No matter how much you might try to engage in combat, you're lucky if at most you get is just her actually acknowledging you speaking to her.
I tried. I really tried. It was a good solid 10 minutes of one-sided conversation.
Hell yeah.
So you've been there a while. Yeah. Pretty cool here. Pretty cool.
Eventually, she, the like raised fist, don't move military gesture. That's what she gives you all. And you find yourselves at the end of at the dead end of a tunnel, but there is a ladder, piecemealed, climbing up to a hatch. Not like a steel round bunker hatch, but more like a wooden panel that as you climb the ladder and exit the tunnels, you realize is covered in dirt and grass and leaves so as to perfectly blend into the ground, blend into the environment. Looking around in the very early morning light, the sun is just barely peeking up over the horizon. Thankfully, the Rabbit Habitat is in the east, and you are getting some of the earlier sunlight. You can see that you are, in fact, several hundred yards away from both the main buildings of the Rabbit Warrens. You are practically at the edge of the forest. You can also see about as far away from you, maybe even closer, the outer fence of Paradise Valley. Certainly not something most of you have taken pains to go near. You have certainly traveled almost to the end of Paradise Valley, but for a few hundred yards. The robotic watchtowers that dot the outer fence, one of them is visible. Distant, to be sure. It's got no reason to notice you all this way, especially being on the edge of the forest. But it is surprising how far you have come in a short distance, or in a short period of time. One Hop Kills makes a few hand gestures to indicate that you should follow her, and then begins to basically drops to the ground and almost begins to crawl along the edge of the forest. There are several hundred yards of open marsh, open moor. That butt up against an area that has clearly been, well, cleared. But not the way you would expect this sort of work to be done. There are no large cutting machines. There are no saws. There are no stumps left in the ground. What you are seeing instead is an area where the ground has been burned away. The trunks of trees that have survived, or at least remained standing, most of them have been knocked over shortly afterward. And it is behind one of these larger trees that One Hop Kills settles in, puts her back to the tree, and begins to wait. Are you all going to try to settle in and hide? Are you
Yeah.
looking around at the devastation? What immediately strikes each of you, seeing an area that is probably the most devastated place you've seen in Paradise Valley that's not a rot zone?
I think for her, it's that moment of just realizing, like, how bad it is over here. But then, as quickly as that arrives, he goes to hiding. It's just
Yeah, I think Hewlett is a little freaked out by the level of devastation. That combined with the fact that he knows they are actively seeking out watchers to fight, he is going to take all of his cues from One Hop Kill, who has clearly done this before. And if she's hunkering down and trying to hide a little bit, then so is Hewlett.
One Hop Kills pulls her camouflage jacket tightly around herself. There is about 10 minutes of silence. The only sounds, the occasional call of a grazer or some other creature of Paradise Valley. After which you hear, it is definitely a mechanical sound. It sounds almost like a drone, in that there is a steady hum, but it's not quite the same. This isn't the sound of the large rotor wings that you have heard before with the drones. Not that buzz. This is more of a true hum.
Can Haley attempt a stealth now that she feels there's potential threat?
Absolutely. Yes. All of you actually can make an attempt to sneak, as what you see peeking over the tree that One Hop Kills is resting against. This is a sentinel. You all have seen sentinels before, the large tracks, the gun hands, the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me, Alchemy. This looks similar to the many treaded sentinels that you have seen before, but for a few differences. The first being, while this does have the treads with which you are familiar, the bottom of the vehicle is where the sound is coming from. Not a mechanical grinding, but more of a hiss. More of the sound of air being forced. Being forced through something. And you can see that this vehicle, or this sentinel rather, does not leave nearly as deep of tracks. It's almost like it is floating above the ground as much as it is rolling on it. And the second, and far more critical difference that you notice is, while it has the usual armaments that you've seen, a laser cannon on one side, taser on the other, mounted alongside both of those weapons are a pair of tubes. These tubes have fire dancing at the end of them. Flamethrowers. One on each hand, that as this sentinel begins to roll along and reaches the end of a more... reaches the end of the area that is cleared, lines up with one of the remaining trees, and just the hiss of pressurized gas, the roar of fire, even from where you are, you can feel it heating your face as this sentinel starts to burn the forest around you. All right, let me check your sneak rolls here.
I tenacious into a stunt, which I'll give to actually I don't have to give it to anybody, right?
I've failed.
Looks like looks like Hewlett has failed.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why I needed to do it. I give it to you.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so it's burning the trees. Now you said burning the forest around you. Are we in risk of being consumed by fire?
Not immediately, no. It's not spraying at you. It is essentially spraying perpendicular to you.
It is lighting some of the trees on fire in the area we are.
Correct.
If we stay in our current place, will the fire eventually get to us that it is lighting currently?
The fire, the tree that it is currently lighting on fire is not. No, short of this vehicle, or I keep saying vehicle, this sentinel turning, it's not. You are not in absolute immediate danger. From where you are not likely to get washed over by fire, assuming it does not change direction.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to see how safe and if there was a what risk level we're at currently. I'll whisper to this killer bunny, this killer rabbit. I'll whisper to her. Is that what we're meant to kill?
She nods makes a go 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 gesture, and you can see her reach into her jacket.
I'm going.
Let me real quick roll its stealth, see if it has noticed any of you. Not stealth, scout.
Scout.
Does not actually have a great roll for this, so.
Amazing how you don't need a good scout ability when you can just burn all the cover to the ground.
Yeah, well, so I say this. I say this. And then
Nice. Very nice. Of course.
as you all begin to ready yourselves, the sentinel stops. You see its head turn, although the flames continue to pour out into a tree at the end of the burned path that it is on, and its head just sort of pivots to stare towards the tree where you all are huddled. We are going to go into initiative. You hop over to the tactical map. You can see
A 1. Holding up the rear.
Cassius with the 6.
He's
Um,
quick.
Base die will be for one
I'm a
hop.
kitty cat.
The gear die is for.
I'm a kitty cat.
Oh no! Ah! Oh, this is okay. Well, the Sentinel is Haley. What is your agility?
My agility is 5.
Oh my! I'm gonna need you to roll off.
Okay.
Whoa,
Actually,
wait, they
let
got
me
a
let me
5 agility?
let me
Shit,
confirm
crazy.
that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll a die.
Robots back.
Oh my god, that's fucking scary.
A
Oh, that's a
4.
4. Yeah,
That beats
fuck
out
it,
its that beats out its 3. So
Yes.
you will go before it.
Holy, it's
Uh,
last.
It is last. Cassius, what is your agility?
4, I'm pretty sure. I think it's 4. Let me check. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, we're swapped in our physical stats, I think.
Okay. That means one hop kills
Yeah.
will go before you.
Holy, she's so hot.
I'm cool with that. Oh my god, no, literally. Then we got a flamethrower
So-
right here.
You all are at about short range of this sentinel. And as it turns to look at you and you all realize that you have been spotted, there is a sound that kind of startles you in its suddenness. A very squeaky scream of the warrior one hop kills, just screaming with a bloodthirsty fury. I'm not going to actually scream because my dogs are asleep, but she just screams, "Attack!" You see momentarily in her hand that you saw her reach into her jacket, and she pulls out something that's maybe 4 or 5 inches long, not very thick around. It's probably no more than like an inch around. Curiously, there's a big red button on the top. And as you all watch, and time seems to slow down, you get a brief glimpse of a bright vest under this camouflage jacket. One hop kills, pushes herself to her feet, and leaps through the air, traveling the full distance between herself and the Sentinel, landing on the chassis. And she presses the button. You all thought at first that the fire was hot, that things were uncomfortable, that the pain was bad enough. The sound that comes from here deafens you. Your faces, although not damaged in terms of strength damage, are bleeding from dozens and dozens of tiny cuts as the shrapnel from the explosion just tears apart the tree trunk in front of you. Just peppers it, pulverizes it, cuts through your clothes, cuts through your face. And when you can force yourselves back up to your feet, there is no sign of one hop kills.
What the fuck?
The Sentinel itself, originally pristine, is in tatters. Not defeated. There are large chunks of its armor missing. It's one of its arms is missing. Its flamethrower gone. The head is completely upside down, hanging onto the body by only a small fragment of metal and cable. And yet, the one blinking eye that remains still fixes on you, and its laser cannon begins to lift. Cassius.
What the fuck, man?
What happened to your girl?
I just want to take a minute.
Where's your girlfriend?
Because this is a scripted moment from the campaign, and I was like, okay, but like if they drop this thing before she goes, like she'll live because they're clearly all about this. Then she rolls the 6 initiative and beats your agility.
Bro, what the fuck?
One hop kills indeed.
Yeah.
No, she's right. No, what the fuck? Yeah, I didn't think the name was literal.
I think it's about that explosion about 7 sticks of dynamite. I think.
I think so. Can I? What was it? They're near, so I think it'd be
They're
two
at short
maneuvers. No, short. So it'd be 2 maneuvers to get there.
Correct. 2 maneuvers will get you into melee combat. Or if you wanted to advance more slowly, you could spend 1 to get to near range and another to like take cover or something like that.
Let's see here. I think that's the smart thing to do is to find a maneuver, then take cover. I think that's. Would this be an appropriate way to say it like that?
Yeah. Duck behind a large
rock right here.
chunk of raised ground, some upturned rocks.
Oh my God, her ear.
Are you sure it's not a foot?
Great
I'm not
Atlas.
that lucky.
Oh, Hewlett, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a maneuver to get closer. If I can pick my there we go. And I am gonna throw my sick spider leg spear at this thing.
Okay.
Get his ass.
Let's see, so that's a +1 gear bonus to shoot.
Yep. And I believe a thrown spear has a base damage of 2.
That's correct. That's +1 there.
Yes. This spear is amazing.
Yeah.
I know. I made it pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fuck around. I think it's all
Well, did you want to push first?
I don't.
You don't have to. I'm just asking if you wanted to before you start assigning stunts.
Adam, this is a
You know what?
glorious
Fuck it.
moment.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. You are
And
tenacious if you want to
in
do it
for a
again.
dime, in for a dollar. Let's do it.
Oh my god! Oh my
yeah, hell yeah.
goodness!
Hell yeah.
You
It's
suffer
worth.
1 point of fatigue, but you have
Okay.
5 successes, and you gain a feral point.
Yeah.
The spear's badass.
I did have to deduct a feral point.
It's going to explode
Yep.
after this, but
Use
it
of-
was badass.
What page
So
are the
true.
stunts on again?
Page 77 for shoot rolls.
I mean, I think I'm just sort of freaked out, and I just want to.
I mean, if you sink it all in the damage, it's 6 damage.
It's already at the bottom of initiative, but you could give it like fatigues and stuff. I don't know if robots suffer fatigue, but I assume
Anything
they
with an
do because
agility
it's
score can suffer fatigue, which they do.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Yeah.
Well, I guess they should. That's not entirely true. Some things have agility and are immune to fatigue, but this is not. This is not one of them.
Sure. Monsters are weird.
It's just all going to be damage. Fuck it.
Hugh is unstoppable.
He's fucking crazy.
Okay, this thing is already massively hurt from the bomb, but still gets an armor roll. Well, that was a short fight. How do you? How does the spider spear? Jesus. 8 armor, 0 successes, so 6 points of damage.
Yeah, I think. Hewlett, with his mechanical knowledge, has a general understanding of how the flamethrower arm must work, and makes a super quick calculation as to what his best guess is as to what the fuel tank is, punctures it, and thing explodes.
Amazing. A true hero of the resistance.
Yeah, we drop out of initiative as the Sentinel is defeated. There is, to be sure, a sizable crater around its chassis. The tree that it had been bathing in essentially napalm continues to burn and crackle, pouring out very horrible smelling black smoke as chemical fire continues to burn.
Haley says a bit too loudly as her ears are ringing. Did any of you know she was going to do that?
You mean make that sick move with the explosive and then use her incredible agility to hide so well somewhere that no one can find her? No, I have no idea, but you can come out now. Silver? Hello?
You got a little. Come here. I wipe some one hop off you.
I'm gonna see if I can find chunks of her by the rope.
There, I mean, not really. She was point blank for a sizable explosion. Wherever you will find bits of her, they're not going to be here. They will be some ways off of here.
What the fuck, man?
Great throw, though.
Oh,
Thanks. Um, couldn't have done it if Herb there hadn't put together that crazy spear from the spider bodies.
Well, do we get the
Well,
head and go back?
yeah, I'm trying to rip the head off of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we were tasked with doing.
Roll just base dice for strength. Actually, roll force. Excuse me. There's a skill for this.
Look him up. Look at my
jeez.
guy.
Yeah.
Look at my guy.
3 successes, not a problem. You just pull that sucker right off. Takes no time at all.
It was already pretty loose.
Yep.
Everything.
Should we look for another? I mean, these are coming from somewhere. And why are they burning the trees?
That's an excellent question.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong?
It's, well, I wonder.
Mm.
The rabbits are herbivores. Do you think they're just trying to destroy any potential food source?
Hmm. I suppose so. If they're not able to strike them head on, they'd have to come at them from another angle. It makes sense.
Can
With
I?
fucking bombs?
Well, I think the bombs are the problem. Maybe that's why they're burning the tree.
Can I make either a scout or a no nature roll to see if the things that are being burned or are around in this area that might be the next things to be burned, are they the type of things that are edible? Right? Are they, is it just the trees that are the targets, or is it actual a food source that's a target? Is what I'm trying to figure out how to deduce.
Go ahead and make a no nature check.
Okay. No, I've got one hop kill in my eyes.
Not pushing?
No.
You are looking around trying to ascertain why these trees. Like, why has it been this path? And nothing really answers that question. Nothing stands out, as there is nothing that seems to separate these trees from any of the other trees in Paradise Valley. I mean, you've got the occasional tree with acorns or pine cones or something like that, but nothing special. And it is while you are standing there pondering the question of why here, why this way, that you are so caught up in that you do not initially hear the drum of rotors. A drone coming to investigate the explosion. Everybody will make sneak rolls for me.
Yeah. Try to get behind this like rock thing. Okay, what success we take?
I'm gonna give my extra one to Hugh.
Thank you.
Okay, so you each have one success.
Each have one. That did not do super great for us before on a creature who's not supposed to be good at scouting, and I guess the drones probably are good at scouting.
They have
You
a
know?
significantly better roll.
It makes
Let me rephrase that. They have a significantly better dice pool.
dice pool, yeah. But there's
Let's
still someone driving. There's still someone at the wheel.
Really,
You know,
the
Ted,
biggest
I
thing.
wish great success for you, but I wish failure for the drone.
yeah, you're cool. I don't know.
Yeah, you're cool,
as
man.
as this drone swoops, well, flies down out of over the burning trees and through the thick smoke, Cassius, you basically tackle Hugh and roll yourselves underneath a bit of downed tree and into kind of the edge of the smoke. It's not pleasant, but it does seem to do the job, as even with all its dice, I did not roll a single success. The drone
Hell yeah.
waits and scans and goes back and forth, poring over the site of its wrecked comrade, fellow watcher, for a good close to 10 minutes, passing over each of you in turn, although giving no indication that it has ever seen you, before taking to the sky and flying off.
Um,
You all can come out from your hiding spots.
I would like to see, are there tracks that are easily followable? That is like this Sentinel made while driving here.
Like I said, this one is actually was leaving less
Oh right, yeah.
less tracks in the ground than the Sentinels that you have seen. Something about this one made it lighter, or but even with that, like, there is a distinct trail of burned trees, which does head up into the mountains and presumably onward to the Eastern Forbidden Zone.
Do we do something about this, or just head back?
But what do you plan? Like, what are we gonna do then?
I don't know. Follow it.
Then what?
I hadn't really thought that far ahead.
Okay. I I don't think that's the best idea. Then I don't know. It's just three of us going potentially against more watches. We just got lucky. Well, not even lucky. She had a fucking bomb, and he was just a really good shot.
Do you two have bombs?
What the fuck?
I certainly don't.
I checked my bag. Did they put a bomb on it?
No bomb.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Although I guess technically somebody's got 2 jerry cans. Those could be used as bombs.
Oh yeah, I do have those actually.
You do have two generic cans. Well, I don't have any bombs either. So at least we know none of us are going to do that. Why? They knew it was here, or that it would come here. Why not just set a trap and blow it up without blowing yourself up?
What? No, I think that's something we can ask the General Rudis himself.
This fire is making me thirsty, and I don't have any water.
But I think we should head back. We did what we came to do.
Do any of you have water?
Yeah, yeah, I have. Yeah, I have water. I can give you one.
Do you have enough?
What is enough? What
I
is
don't know.
enough?
More than a day's worth?
What are you trying to do?
Well, if we need water, I'll find us water. If you have enough to spare, then we can just head back.
I think as long as we're out, we should probably look for some water. If you're out, I'm fully out too. And even bringing a head back, I don't know how much the rabbits have to share. I hate to use any goodwill we've earned by taking some of their supplies.
I feel
We
like
should
the-
not have down ahead, so I think they should. We should have extra. Just the fucking plan to blow each other up just to kill fucking watches.
I think
As you all are having this discussion and the minutes pass, you don't even have to roll. You can hear, growing louder, a steady thumping sound. Thunk. 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 It's a little ways off. You have time to react before it gets here.
yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's time to skate, man.
There's nothing good coming this way.
I'm gonna need one more sneak roll from everyone.
God damn, I knew shit this place.
Sneak or move?
Sneak.
Okay.
Move will be the choice if you can't sneak.
All you gotta do is pop off.
Yeah, you guys you're plenty. This is not even opposed.
Apparently, I am not currently connected to the game. It says it's trying to reconnect here. See what happens.
Well, it doesn't really matter. There's enough
Okay.
options for you. Since this is less an issue of an opposed roll and more of can you sneak while walking up the road, crossing the opposite direction that you all are traveling to get back to the hatch that you used to get to this area. Walking up the charred road, you see another of heavy walker watchers. Large cannons on top, 6 legs moving slowly with a
Awful.
steady thunk, 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 heading towards the site where the sentinel was destroyed. It does not notice you as you passed. You all have sunk into the forest, well beyond the tree line. To scan every single tree as you all make your way back to the hatch. It does take you some time to find. It's very well hidden. Very well hidden in the forest floor. You presumably descend the ladder back into the tunnels, or if you'd like to, you can walk all the way back to the rabbit warren. You don't have to use the tunnels. You could go overland.
I'll take the tunnels.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take the secret
Yeah,
rabbit
yeah.
tunnels. Teach me your wilding ways.
As you climb down the ladder, you find another rabbit waiting for you. This one in a very similar camouflage jacket, but with the addition of camouflage shorts. A black furred rabbit with large, bright red eyes is just sort of waiting for you. And as you all get to the bottom and it spots the the head of the Sentinel in, I think, Cassius's
Cassius.
possession.
Yeah.
It nods. So you did it. Follow me. I will take you back to General Rutus.
Um, can I just roll a sense of motion to see if like is this like what they expected to happen? Like did they did he know? Like did he think this would be just the outcome that was most likely to come true?
Yeah, go ahead and make a sense motion roll.
Oh, I'm not gonna post that. I'm gonna save it.
Hmm. Hey, what's your name?
Of course, you asked me that after I've scrolled away from all the sample rabbit names.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
I'm Fallow.
Follow. My name's Haley 43, but I go by Ro.
Hello, Ro.
Are you wearing a bomb?
Gives you a sort of perplexed look, like you have said something completely crazy. No. Why would I do that? Follow me,
Well,
please.
Oh. As I follow, is it normal that some of you wear bombs?
In extreme circumstances, there are needs. General Brutus can answer all of your questions.
All right.
The minutes pass, taking you through the winding tunnels. They make no effort to slow down when the tunnels get narrow enough that you all kind of struggle. These rabbits are fairly small, but not so badly that you all can't keep up. It's just kind of rude. Leading you back through the tunnels into the large room, the metal chair in which General Rutus is seated. And as you all walk in, he does not turn to look at you initially. Conversation with a smaller piebald rabbit who is looking kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Looking kind of manic, I guess is the best word, where they're very cautiously excited and they're speaking incredibly animatedly, just, waving their hands and going on and on about a place. I've seen it. I've seen it. A great field. But there are things there, but they're not like the things in general. Just hushes him as you all approach. So, have you finished my mission? Do you have my trophy?
I'm gonna throw it onto his little desk.
He is ecstatic when he sees this sentinel's head. And just starts laughing uproariously. So, you aren't completely hopeless after all. I mean, you are meat eaters, and that is an inexcusable crime, but now we have a common goal. Tell me how this thing... Well, together we will destroy the machines and be free. Now, tell me, what is it you want from the free realm of Deeproot? Please, take a seat. And a number of guards bring 3 chairs for her. Sit in.
I said,
I am. I want to do something really quickly. This is just for me. This is just for me.
Is there does he have like a pitcher of
Ooh.
water?
I'm gonna sit down.
I don't know what that was, but okay.
If I would have failed, like, or got no successes, would have started tweaking out on this guy. Would have started tweaking out.
Awesome. Yeah, Hewlett will also take a seat.
There is no food or water in this room.
No, bummer.
He just seems to be chilling. The smaller piebald rabbit that was speaking to him has been led away by a couple of guards, and General Rudis is seated, staring at you expectantly.
When the guard, like, puts the chair out, I ask him for water. Like, seeing that there isn't, I just ask him to bring me water.
All right. It takes a few minutes, but you will get water.
Cool.
Well, tell me now, what do you need from the free realm of Deeproot? You have seen the true fighting spirit of our tribe. You have seen the lengths that the Watchers have gone to root us out. Can't see what
Yeah, you're fucking funny, man. You're so fucking funny. Look, we need shit to trade with the rat tribe. We got to get somebody out.
Okay, what sort of things? That we have. Most of our resources are tied up in our war with the Watchers, but perhaps there is still something that we can provide to you. Tell me, what is it? Who is it? What is? Just start from the very beginning. What is?
We need bullets for a
Look
gun.
towards, yeah, I'm gonna look towards Hugh to tell the story since you've been there from the beginning.
You heard her. We're looking for bullets.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with Fink, the leader of the rat tribe?
Rudis scoffs just loudly. Oh, that. Yes, I'm familiar with that scoundrel.
Well,
Scoundrel, do-badder, absolute villain.
we couldn't agree more. And that's why we're looking for something to lure either him or his guards out of their habitat so that we can kill him.
A little coup, is it? Or just an assassination?
We like to think of it as a liberation.
As a business, I do not usually involve myself or my people in the happenings of meat eaters. But if all you need is things, I can see what we can arrange. We do not have an excess of bullets, but we can provide you with their makings, I suppose.
Well, I don't know how to make a bullet.
You
I
said
don't know
we can make
anyone
it.
that knows how to make a bullet.
Still, perhaps a sizable pile of powder might be something you could use to lure that scoundrel out of his hideout. Or if not something of that nature, perhaps Perhaps my compatriot, White Eye, Sears here, would be able to tell you where you might find what you need. Well,
Hmm. Well, yeah, I'm not Hewlett's not talking directly to Rudis. He's sort of just thinking out loud as he's sort of staring off into space. I mean, it'd certainly be better if we had a finished product, but on the other hand, I've got to imagine that Fink must have someone who knows how to make bullets. I can't imagine the way he holds fast to that gun that he's entirely dependent on finding the finished product. Well, what do you two think?
That makes sense. That he was pretty liberal with them.
Maybe.
Finding bullets is, well,
Does
damn
dog
near impossible.
does Dog Tribe make their own bullets?
I think they're provided though. I don't know.
You think the Watchers provided? That makes sense.
I mean, look, I could take a shot at putting these things together, but it's real dangerous, I imagine.
very, very dangerous. We attempted a few times, but instead settled on the... Well, you've seen the weapons that our soldiers use. No bullets necessary. Simply load with scrap and powder.
And
And a rabbit propulsion system.
I don't know what you mean.
well, One Hop Kill, they lived up to their name. They leapt at this Watcher and blew a bomb up. I mean, they're dead.
Yes.
Did you know that was going to happen?
Yes. Now, if you want the blunderbusses, the weapons that, perhaps one of those would be a reasonable offer for this, whoever it is you're trying to rescue from Fink.
Well, I'd take a gun, gladly.
I don't have a ton to spare. I can offer you one. Or if really you're just after bullets, if that is all you need, then I can provide you with, say, 7?
I think that's good. 7.
Bullets, a gun, or explosives.
I
We
think the
did-
7 bullets will be good.
We did come looking for bullets.
Bullets it is, then.
Right.
General Rudis stands, reaches on into a holster on his leg, and pulls out a pistol. With a click, he slides the magazine out of the pistol and click, 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 slides 7 bullets out of the magazines and on the table.
God damn.
7 bullets. for this. And he hefts the head of the sentinel and sets it very, very carefully onto a wooden stand on his desk. Well, you take those, and our business here is concluded. Follow, if you will take our guests above ground and return them to their friend.
If we come back here, will you shoot at us again?
Absolutely, Meat Eater.
Oh,
I'm more of a insect eater, to be honest.
A lesser crime. We will shoot at you. We will try not to hit you. Come
Then
with a friend.
I will try not to be hit.
Can we count on your continued support for the insurgency against the Watchers?
Yes. Our war with the Watchers continues. Fallow, when you take them to their friend, take them to Coney. Any considerations you have for your resistance in the war with the Watchers, liaise with Coney.
okay.
Fallow gives a salute and begins to gesture for you all to follow.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the same mood as Denzel Washington at the end of Training Day. You sons of bitches. I'm gonna put the most beautiful woman I ever seen in front of me, and they're blowing the fuck up. You think you could do this to me?
Fallow leads you back almost to the front gates, but he does lead you up the tunnel and through the guarded room and out into the complex that is at the top of the rabbit habitat above the tunnels. Leads you through an office, leads you through hallways to an office. Not really an office. Well, was an office, is now something of a den, and leads you to a the hell was that? Oh, it's my dog. She's snoring. A very large hare with gray fur, long ears, dressed in a set of greenish, what looks like fatigues, just, drab green pants and shirt, is in a conversation with a couple other hares when Fallow arrives, sends them off, and turns to run her eyes of you, Fallow, with just the most absolute done with this shit look that you've seen in a long time, and just says, "Yes, Fallow, what is it that And Fallow gestures to the three of you. Brutus sends these, says you're to liaise with them for resistance efforts. Very well. Leave us. Fallow snaps a salute and leaves the room. Coney gestures to a couple cushions on the ground. It's not really a couch or chairs, but sit. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is you need. Tell me what Brutus wants us to do for you.
I look to you, leader of the resistance.
Well, I don't think there's anything specific at this moment. There's no action or activity that is imminent. I believe what Rudis does want is for us to work together. Clearly, you have a sophisticated operation here and great experience with going up against the Watchers. The Resistance may not have the history of being as prolific as you all have been, but we are doing our best to catch up quickly.
Well, do yourselves a favor and don't work too hard. This war has taken much from us in a very short time. Rutus has made sure to accelerate our timetable.
I believe it's one of the reasons Rudis wants us to cooperate, and I know it's one of the objectives of the Resistance. Y'all have clearly shouldered a great weight, and it has taken an enormous toll. And among the many goals of the Resistance is to step in and help shoulder some of that weight alongside you. We're sorry it's taken so long, but we are here now.
If you're with the Resistance, tell me, did my messenger ever find you? I sent a hair. Ginkgo.
We spoke with Ginkgo, didn't we?
Ginkgo?
We
Your dead. I think he means your dead friend Ginkgo.
Oh. I guess I'm suffering a little PTSD.
Man, fuck, bro. Shit.
Oh, Ginkgo.
Oh my god.
Look, man, stop burning through characters so quick, and they'll be easy to remember.
Literally not my fault.
Just a reminder, I didn't roll the critical hits.
Oh no,
I just got them.
It's one of the reasons we're here. He died trying to further the Resistance's cause and trying to build that bridge between the Resistance and the Rabbit Tribe.
Well, that's a shame. He was a good soldier, a good doctor. I haven't had a chance to speak with many of my fellow hares, but he will be missed. For now, you can count on us here to answer should the Resistance call. I believe a couple of my, officially now, we can do that. I believe a few of the hares in my service are already working. Not aware that Ginkgo had a hand in that. She is referring to the one cell that you already have in the rabbit tribe.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything I can do for you now? Ah, here's your friend. Large form of Adams. Waits in the doorway. Gives you all a wave.
Get way back.
Yeah. Hello again.
Oh, hi. The hare Coney speaks up one more time. Says, I will say that General Brutus has us very much entrenched in this war with the Watch. That war and our defense of the Rabbit Warrens will necessarily take precedence should there ever be a conflict. But given that we have been at war with the Watchers ever since Brutus and his expedition, I don't see how that will come into conflict all that often.
I suppose I should have asked him this, but why start war with the Watchers?
We didn't. Well, I suppose you'll find out one day or another. We tried to escape. Tried to tunnel under the wall of Paradise Valley. Escape into the land beyond Watcher territory, but when we did, the Watchers were waiting for us. We know there was no traitor. We know there was no turncoat, and yet, when our diggers broke through the ground on the far side of the outer fence, there was an incredibly large force of Watchers for them. There were no survivors. Drones went into the tunnels that we had been digging, tracked our diggers all the way back up to here, and, well, we've been at war with the Watchers ever since. It's as if our knowledge of the outside itself is a threat to them. Brutus, on the other hand, made no effort to stem the flow, to stop the violence. Now that whenever any Watcher enters our territory, forces are sent out to intercept, to reconnaissance. They are harried, they are assaulted, they are never left alone. I am of the opinion that if that were to cease, then the Watchers would allow us to return, well, not normal, and we would certainly never try to dig again, but at least we would be safe in our home. Well, not a peace, to be sure. There will never be peace with the Watchers, but an armistice of sorts. Brutus can't seem to see that. Doesn't want to see that. Enjoys the fighting. No matter how many of our tribe die.
Yeah, I seen with the whole bomb solution to a lot of things.
Ah, yes. his latest application. Can't
Oh my
say
God.
I approve of it. Can't say that I think it's effective. Well, it's effective, but at what cost? If you've seen it, that means we've lost another warrior this time.
Uh,
Can you
one hop
spare?
kill. Yeah.
Can
She
you
close
spare
eye.
anyone to help us? There's my husband's being held captured in the rat tribe. Anything you could offer in assistance is useful.
I would have sent one top kills, but that, it seems, is no longer an option. When will you need them?
I look to the others. I don't know. How soon are we going?
Uh,
Well, we've got the bullets. Seems like the next step is to make the offer and try and either get Fink out into the open or get most of his guards away from him so we can get to him.
If
do
if
you,
he's
do-
hurt him, I don't think I can walk away.
he's definitely been hurt. The real question is this, though, right? Do we want to wait for our troops to come back and then reassign them, and then we can do the trade, do the assault in the same go?
The more strength in numbers, the easier it will be. He'd have to be suspicious.
Well,
We show up there in force, they'll respond in force. Maybe we can learn something from your two tribes. I look at Hugh and the rabbit. I don't know if there's time, but if we had time, what if we hid warriors in the forests, maybe in tunnels or burrows, that they maybe wouldn't be noticed? I guess it just depends on how we approach it.
Yeah, we'll have to take a little bit of time to come up with what we think is the best strategy, but my concern is every bit of additional time we take is more time that Gamma's under his thumb.
I'm ready now.
but that's the rush too fast into this stuff. People's lives will be lost if we do it wrong.
And make one offer then. If you are going to act soon, I can offer you 2 individuals to go with you. Can send a soldier, and I can also send one of our planners, one of our, well, scout is not perhaps correct, but they will be able to tell you whatever they will be able to give you whatever information you need. Or if you'd prefer, send a healer in place of those two. If your friend is hurt and none of you are skilled in that craft.
I
Well,
think a healer would be great.
a healer would be great. I look at Adams.
Adams looks at you, then looks at Hugh, and I'm more than willing to help you. Just you got to tell me what you need.
Right.
I don't want to make your guy Adam do
Mhm.
something.
No, I mean, look, I think it makes a ton of sense, but I just don't know if this is the person that Coney's offering to us.
Oh, I
That's
mean, she
true.
can't offer Adams. Like,
Okay,
she is
Yeah,
offering you a rabbit healer.
right.
Or, well, she's offering you basically, I can give you a warrior, I can give you a healer, I can give you a seer. Pick two.
Okay. Well, look, I mean, I think a seer would certainly be helpful. Um, any chance we've got at getting some foreknowledge of what's going to happen would be enormous. Um, if we feel comfortable with Adams here making us some potions and ointments and whatnot, then maybe we take another warrior. If we think the amount of injuries going to be sustained is greater than that, well then maybe we take those potions from my friend here, but also take along a healer as well. But I'd certainly go for the. I think one of the two people we should take Coney up on is Seer, and then depending on how involved Adams can be, maybe that makes the second decision for us.
I think a warrior to at least show Fink strength. He may hesitate if he thinks he doesn't have an advantage.
that man's a crazy son of a bitch. She ain't gonna fucking hesitate. I think we take the other healer. We can double him up.
Sure. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want to get Gamma back.
Well, let's go with the healer then. I think there's a real good chance. I mean, there's going to be best case scenario. There's going to be lots of injuries, and when we get Gamma back, they're certainly going to be in need of a healer.
Understood. I will have them ready for you by the time you are set to go. Is there anything else you need to do here in the Warrens before? I assume you will be heading back to. You said he's in Rat Castle. Oof.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, just follow me. I can sign them to you now. She stands up, dusts herself off. This hair, by the way, is huge. She is super tall and super.
Wow.
And she hefts a what looks like it used to be a nightstick and now has all kinds of like bolts going through it to make it kind of studded and spiked.
I'm
Slaps
just
it on the
curious.
belt.
Has Herb already forgotten about one hop kills? Is that what I heard?
Can I get a scar check? Does she look like this woman know how to fight for real?
Yes. Actually, you know what? You have a skill here that can play into this.
Yeah. Hold
Warrior,
on.
you can go ahead and make a measure enemy check. We have never used this skill.
We're measuring the enemy.
Yo, squabble up.
Or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push. This lady is not that hot in my opinion.
Holy.
Or is she? Because like, let's see, your failure, your enemy remains. Normally, this would make you like this makes you hesitate, giving you a -2 to the. Just looking at her, you're like, I don't know much. I know this woman could beat my. Like, this would be a fight.
This is one of the hottest women I've met in a while. So you come
Changed my
around here
mind.
often?
Come around here often, he said.
I may not have one wit, but I only have two.
Yeah,
She
where's this?
leaves. What's that?
I was just gonna ask where she is taking us.
She takes you out into the kind of center square of the building, the courtyard, very similar to what you saw at Rat Castle. Goes over to a small. It looks like it's a tent, like it's the shape of a tent, but it is, instead of canvas, it is covered in like reeds and moss, leaves, although there are no trees in this courtyard, and certainly no trees in the valley that are high enough to have their leaves just fall into this courtyard. And seated outside, with a large loose brimmed hat and a green cloth wrapped around her face, a simple white shirt and pants, is a rabbit who is stirring a strange smelling concoction in a pot, and tilts her head to look at all of you as Coney leads you up to this hut. Says, "I'm going with the strangers now, aren't I? You know I hate it when you do that." Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I gotta remember that I have 2 books open for a reason, so that I don't have to constantly switch off the pages I was on. Coney turns to all of you and says, "This is Wide-Eye."
Hello.
Hello.
Don't let the wrappings fool you. The empty eye sockets. She gets around just fine. And if you need to know anything, just make sure to ask in advance. It'll
So,
take her
your
some
eyes are
time to
missing?
do. She lifts the green cloth, and her eyes are there, but they are completely white. She is very clearly blind.
But how do you see?
She takes a sip of whatever is in the pot, which again smells pretty terrible. Oh, I see just fine.
You know,
Coney just sort of stands there awkwardly, like, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my shirt collar.
Wide Eye, where's Sprout? You wanted a healer, right?
Yes.
Wide Eye does not get up from their stool and just says, Sprout's gathering their things. I told her you'd be by this morning. Of course you did. Of course you did. Well, Resistance, I never did get your names. I am Lieutenant General Coney.
My resistance
Brutus.
name is Ro.
Ro, pleased to meet you.
My name is Herb.
Herb, well, you'll get along with Sprout. And you?
I'm Hewlett Packard.
Hewlett Packard. Very well met. I am grateful that you all have come here and that Ginkgo's mission was not... Well, I'm glad that you are here and have finished Ginkgo's mission. I will leave you with White Eyes. Sprout will be along. If there is anything else you need before you leave, you know where to find me.
All right.
Thank you. And good
Look
luck
forward to
with
seeing you.
good luck with all of this.
She gives a very exhausted and heavy sigh. Yes, thank you. We'll need it as long as Rudis has us doing this. And just, like, walks off, like, almost visible. Just the weight of however long this has been going on clearly weighing on her. White Eyes does eventually get up and pull a small pack out of the entrance of the tent. Very obviously has been waiting. And shortly you are joined by a smaller rabbit. Yes. I'm sorry. White Eye is not a rabbit. White Eye is a hare as well as Coney. Sprout, on the other hand, is the smallest, roundest white rabbit you have ever seen. With a knife at her belt and a very large. I don't know if you've ever seen like a military rucksack that has like the actual metal frame in it, but that's what Sprout is wearing. In the same sort of drab fatigue style clothing that Coney was in, but with a with the large rucksack and the... Right. You all are the ones taking us to the rats. Excellent. We're all gonna die.
If that's the spirit.
Try not to.
Yeah. I will be completely honest. I have no ability to fight. I am a healer. If you're expecting me to fight the rats, that probably won't happen. But I can keep you in the fight. As long as you don't die before I get to you.
That's
Well,
all we
then
need.
I hope you run fast.
Oh, I can run. I'll keep track of Wide Eye. Not that she really needs it. She's kind of annoying that way. Wide Eye just kind of smiles.
Can you read my mind?
Who are you asking? Are you asking Wide Eye or Sprout?
Right eye.
Wide Eye the Seer? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just do it.
Bugs. She might be able to.
What is the scry would have been? Oh no. I can't. I can't read your mind. It's much too dirty in there.
Bugs again. I think I got
Right.
the most dude bro mind, like Spike TV. It's wrestling boobs and weird wrestling weird ways to die.
All right. Well, if you have any other questions or anything else that you need, we're ready to set off when you are. Need to know where we're going.
Well, once we clear the area here, I think the first thing we need to do is find water. And after that, then I think we're taking the scenic way, trying to avoid watchers.
Sprout looks basically just starts nodding in agreement, like, yep, avoiding watchers. Yep.
Neither of you are wearing bombs, are you?
White Eyes just laughs, a very kind of musical little giggle practically, and Sprout just, no, I'm trying not to die.
Good to know.
I like you, Wide Eye. I like you. She has a weird aura, and I love that. Oh my god. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's fucking small as hell. Cramped.
Get out of here, bro.
They are happy to, they being Sprout and Wide Eyes, are happy to lead you back to the gates, which you entered the rabbit outpost. The guards giving you all very, very dirty looks. As you leave, you can hear them mumbling under their breath, disparaging remarks, comments about meat eaters, some about your mothers. All very, very quiet. But, not too quiet. They do want you to hear.
Right. Too bad for them. I am too busy trying to like Jedi mind trick my way into Wide Eye's mind. Two fingers to the side of my temple.
All right. Forgot to make my notes. All right, what's the plan? You are at the gates of the rabbit habitat. White Eyes and Sprout are there with you. Packs at the ready. Adams is with you. He is happy to recount all of the supplies and trades that he has made. I should be able to make a good few things to keep us going. It's we're getting on towards. We're working our way to mid-spring. Going to be summer soon. Make sure we've got to make sure we've got all the things we need, and we're getting ready. Got to get that summer booze.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna start looking in my bag for some of my booze as I say, should we head back to HQ and let them know and get prepared there?
I thought we were.
Adam, step away.
I thought we were. I thought we were going directly to the rat tribe.
I thought we wanted to give the healer sign to make potions.
Can't they do that on the way?
Make potions walking?
I don't know. We're not going to walk all the time. Besides, we still have to go find water.
I think that's the first thing we do. is
Find water.
Find some water. Does anybody need food? I think I'm good for a couple days on food, but
I don't
We're-
want food.
We're good. Sprout gestures between herself and Wide Eyes. If you needed water, we could have just traded in the, or we can find some.
yeah, I think we've
There's a
used up all
river
our
west
trade
here.
chits getting the bullets. So let's get some water, and I think it's probably worth it. I don't know if we need to go all the way back to the helicopter, but it's probably worth it getting word to some other people in the resistance that we're planning on making this offer to trade for Gamma's life, and we plan on using that not just to get Gamma back, but to try and make a move on Fink if that's possible. Because the more people we can bring into play, the better. But I don't think he can wait. I think we connect with whoever we can connect with along the way. Hope they get out the word. And look, worst case scenario, if it's one or the other, I'll let Fink go for now if it means getting Gamma back.
Yeah. Our main priority is to get Gam.
Okay, then let's walk.
Anything we can do to help you find some water?
I got some extra water for it.
Well, I'm out and Hugh's out, so that only buys us a day or so.
Okay.
We can we can head west. There's a river that comes out of the mountain. I can try to remember. Essentially, Sprout will help on your
Great.
not help as in I have the skill, but help as in I know the
Right.
a +2 modification to your roll
Yep, same.
for favorable circumstances as opposed to the actual help act.
Favorable circumstances. Ooh, they were favorable enough. That's all we need is the one success.
That is 1 die worth.
Okay, this will be a 6.
Get it.
Sure
Hell
will.
yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I split 3 and 3, you and me here.
Yeah, fantastic.
What it call?
Thank you.
Looking at wide eye. You knew this was going to happen.
White Eyes just smiles, says nothing, and smiles.
How old are you?
Whoa.
I have seen 37 summers.
Whoa.
You're still young, though.
Hmm.
I don't know what our lifespan is.
Like-
I don't know how long we live as animals.
Like weird mixture of animals, so I'm like trying to account, I guess, our humanoid side as well. But like,
Right. 37 years is a long time for many animals.
yeah.
I'm assuming that you have a lifespan roughly equivalent to human,
A human.
more or less, depending on circumstances, obviously. But like I imagine the rat tribe has a somewhat smaller lifespan.
The life expectancy around here is kind of fucked, but like, you know,
It really is.
That's why elders have such social rank. It's- they're
No,
like, you
man.
made it.
you didn't die pretty early, so
You
you're
didn't
good.
die. You made it, dude.
All right. You all are at the entrance to the I guess at this point it's the exit to the rabbit
Yeah,
outpost in the
Yeah.
rabbit habitat. You have moved a little to the west looking for water. There is a bit of a stream. Where are you headed? What's the plan? Where are you going?
I believe it is our normal attempting to avoid watchers where possible. Where is rats are okay, so we have to go basically back through, whereas we'll just go back through Reptile Town.
Yeah,
And
if you go back the way that you came, you'll go through the rat habitat into reptile into the terrarium. Your other option, which might be a little bit longer, avoids rat habitat by into the
well, we want to get to rat habitat, right? Don't we have to go through reptile land to get to rat tribe, or does rat tribe and rabbit tribe
rat tribe and rabbit tribe touch, which is why you guys came through Rat Town to get here.
It's
Remember,
like,
you were in the rat habitat.
it's just like weird area right here.
Yeah. You were in rat habitat prior to arriving in the rabbit habitat.
Yeah. Okay. So just reverse again, as always, trying to avoid watchers where possible.
At what point, if anywhere, do we want to try and hook up with someone else in the resistance and just let them know what we're up to? See if they can't send other squads. Or do we not want
Uh,
to do that? Do we just want to handle it ourselves?
Well, I mean, that's really the crux, right? Because
Yeah.
if we want numbers, then I think we have to bring all the numbers, right? Because
Mhm.
Fink ain't coming out of that prison when we show up with an army, right? That they will be in a heavily fortified position that will require a vast amount of numbers to overwhelm them, which even at that point we won't have.
Right. Well, right. I mean, I guess
I feel like
the
there's no idea
question
of overwhelm.
is right. The question is, how much does this operation? How much is this a unicorn versus just a standard operation that apply to which the resistance rules apply? Because if it's the latter, then we couldn't have everybody show up to one location anyway, right? You can
Yeah.
have one
Weren't
unit assist and then one unit take the action.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we literally put a thing to give us a bonus specifically in the Rat Tribe for like the next round, which to us was our like maneuver to go there? That was like our thought process, right? When we did that?
I believe you're correct. Let
You
me.
you reconned the rat territory with the cell. There is a cell in rat habitat, a rat cell in the rat habitat. I gotta remember to make a token for you all, but
Rat cell.
yeah.
We got our mice going crazy.
Yeah,
Yes, they are
our little
mice.
boys, our little boys. You're talking to the wrong mouse.
Well, call me a
Um,
fucking rat. I'm a fucking mouse.
I'm a mouse. Watch your tongue. Um,
No?
Yeah.
I-
So yeah. So if we're just using the mechanical +4 that we've got, in the rat tribe, I don't know. I mean, that'll be up to Ted to adjudicate how that works out.
I
if
think-
we're the ones making the move as opposed to sending.
Wasn't it the idea
Just
we wanted to set up a bonus to then do like an actual attack move? Wasn't it was either that maybe it helps us, but we would also if it doesn't help us directly, then maybe we would do like an attack or something. Because I just thought, well, I can't remember if our scouting helps us in any way.
Okay, mechanically speaking, the resistance turn action of the reconnaissance, mechanically speaking, will not necessarily impact getting Gamma back. The getting Gamma back is the entire PC cell operation, that and setting up making an agreement with the rabbits and setting up another cell there. You will have the +4 chance of success to any operation in the habitat next turn, as part of the reconnaissance. Like I'm not docking you the mechanical aspect of it, even for the role playing aspect of setting it up to get Gamma, because that is all part of this operation. Will the rats be there to help you? Yes, absolutely. They are doing that reconnaissance for you, and it is basically a 2-for-1. One part of it is getting reconnaissance for Gamma. The other is watching for Watcher movements, Fink's movements, all that stuff, depending on what you want to do their next turn.
Gotcha. So was the initial thought here when we were talking about like trying to let a resistance member know, or even going back to the resistance to try to come with numbers? I mean, I know like in the resistance turn mechanics that can't happen because we can't have multiple cells, but
Right.
what we'd be asking is also not that, right? We'd be asking in world, can you gather numbers to go fight an army, right? That is essentially the ask, which is not the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think the in my mind the real question was whether or not, and I mean, whether or not Fink is going to come out and try and you know, make this trade, be there when the trade's made, right? I don't see why he would, right? And if he doesn't, right, then there's not really much we can do to get to him. We can just do what we can do um to trade for Gamma's life, which I'm sure will just go perfectly smoothly and there won't be um any subterfuge.
Yeah, I'm
Um
sure it'll be good. Yeah. I guess that's right. We do. I mean, obviously, we don't know that Fink would even bother himself, but
right.
um, I think like if we go in number,
Mhm.
then we're presenting a real threat
Mhm.
that we might not even be able to get inside, right?
Right.
Or do anything, but that might not be the case, right? We
Mm.
might not be entering into the prison. It might be like we do the exchange at the gate, right? It could be that. I
Oh,
mean, we don't
well,
know.
I mean, my assumption was that there's no way we're going into the prison. Like
Okay.
even if he says he's willing to deal, like I'm not going into the prison to do the deal. March people outside of the prison, right? There I mean, I can't imagine a circumstance under which like he can make enough assurances for our or any party's safety once we're in that prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so, my assumption is that it's like, hey, like you said, when we tried to deal previously for something larger than just this, right? Um, you said you wanted something concrete. Well, we've got something concrete. And, at least as far as you're concerned, it's a much smaller ask than our previous ask, right? Either come out and make the deal or send somebody out to make it, right? But, you know, if the answer if the answer is, gee, I'd really like to make the deal, but you have to come in here to do it. I mean, I think at that point, like we just have to we just I mean, I guess we can say okay, and then once we're in, start an assault, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, because if you don't go in, I'm going in, no matter what, right? Uh, so I mean, we would that would be the impasse, of course.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I actually just assumed we'd be inside, just for the interaction's sake. But you're right, we might not come in. That's, I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? If we show up in force, then it's a little bit more of like a yeah, let's negotiate at the gate kind of thing, right?
Right.
But if we come like small, then that's why I was like, well, we'd be inside if it's us.
Right.
Because it's just a couple of us, and
Well, I mean, look, I
I mean,
think go for it, Donnie.
and to be fair, like even if we just do the trade and like we can't get him to come out, if we still want to just go get Fink and kill him, right? We do know of the other way of like climbing up, right?
yeah, yeah, we do know there's other ways in. Um, we can make use of. I think if there's I honestly, I don't know. It goes either way. If we show up in numbers, it could piss him off. But if we show up, without numbers, maybe he doesn't want to deal at all or something. I don't know.
Well,
I I think it's a risk either way.
right. Here's what my gut tells me, right? We ask the reptile, it doesn't matter who, but we're going through the reptile area. So we ask ourselves there, right, to position themselves outside of the gate and do their best to stay hidden, right? if everything goes well, right, and we make the deal and they send some contingent out with Gamma, but Fink doesn't come out, and we just make a straight up, like, legit trade, okay, great, right? Then they can stay hidden. They don't have to get involved at all, right? But if they come out for a trade with Gamma and they, start shit, we'll at least have people out there, right? If we have to go in, right, to do the trade with Gamma, we'll at least have some people on the outside. So, like, it's one less hurdle that we've got to clear to rescue Gamma. Like, yeah, we'll still have to get him out and get outside, but once we're outside, we'll have reinforcements. You know what I mean? But like, I agree with you. Like, marching a whole crew in there and showing up in huge force, like, I don't think that gets us anything.
I don't think we're gonna get a huge force, quote unquote. You're thinking about it, right?
Right.
I think the numbers would still be kind of small. I'm all for some reinforcements, right? Just anyone to watch our back. These healers just told us they are not fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice.
Right.
It would be nice to have someone else to watch our back.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's we're going through Reptile Town. We'll ask them to sort of show up, position themselves around the entrance to Rat Castle, but to try and stay hidden and try, like, the idea isn't for them to look threatening. And in a perfect world, they're just there for insurance anyway, right? And hopefully it won't be needed, right?
Yeah. I think. I don't know how many numbers are in a cell, right? That's an ambiguous thing for us, but. I think just like, we came with some boys. Last time it was dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not here to start shit. We
Right.
just want to be protected. I think it's extremely, reasonable. Okay, so after at the end of that, we're talking about traveling our normal surreptitious route, stopping into Reptile Town. Obviously, I guess we'll get a lay of the land, what's happening there, but to see if we can get the resistance unit there to come with us.
Yes.
To basically be our muscle in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. At Reptile Town, you're getting the reptile cell, right?
Yes.
So from where you are now, you are heading through the rabbit habitat, through the rat habitat, into the reptile habitat, kind of the exact reverse course of how you got out here.
Yes.
And then Are you planning to or not planning to make contact with the rat cell when you go through Rat Town, or are you going straight to Reptile Town?
Isn't the rat cell in the fortress? So how would we do that unless we get there?
I mean,
they
can come out. I don't think, like.
Yeah, I was going to say you saw one of them outside, but no, that was Gamma. So
that was Gamma outside? Well, we don't even have to make a trade. Gamma's already out there.
It was Gamma that saw them out there.
Yeah, I think what we'd be counting on with the cell at the Rat Tribe is that they prove to be pretty good at gathering information, right? When we show up at the gate and make a public declaration that we're here to trade for Gamma, right? They should be on their toes, right? That, these guys are clearly gonna are clearly up to something.
Yeah, this should just be, obviously, like, oh, shit goes down, right?
Yeah. That's just, I think that's the extent of our expectation.
Okay. And you all had previously sent Piaf to Rat Town to begin negotiation.
That is right. Oh my god. Holy guys, what if she's dead?
Well, I don't think any of us have a problem with that.
I don't think any of us have a problem with that, but that'd be crazy. He'd start a war with the reptiles. He'd be insane.
No, that would be actually. I mean, he's already kind of agitated.
He's agitated. Look, maybe
Well,
we
and-
can two birds, one stone.
Well, look, hopefully when we go to the reptile habitat, hopefully Piaf is back and has some information for us about what they're willing to do or not do.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, but only one way to find out.
Only one way.
Oh,
Which is the way? I'm actually very bad at scout. My scout skill is very bad. Which is the way again?
this way. You all head off. It's about midday. You had made the attack on the Sentinel fairly early, but by the time you got back and dealt with Rudis and dealt with Coney and got White Eyes and Sprout, it's about midday by the time you all finished searching for water and begin your journey in earnest. The travel back does go a little bit smoother. You have two members of the tribe here who a little more familiar, turns out Sprout especially, with this immediate area outside of the Rabbit Warrens, because this is where they go for their supplies, for their potions and brews and tonic.
Hell yeah.
Avoiding the roads, avoiding the checkpoints, knowing well that there are extra patrols. Was it patrols? I gotta check my notes.
There's always patrols.
There are always patrols and there are always checkpoints, but it turns out that there are, in fact, extra patrols. Crisscrossing the realm of the rabbits. White Eyes does occasionally weigh in and order you all to stop as you wait for a sentinel to drive by through an area you would have stumbled into, but in an effort to avoid the watchers, are you going to slow your pace while you kind of stealth it, or are you going to push through to try to keep your normal pace?
I mean, look, I can't save Gamma if I'm dead. So I'll go smooth and slow to make sure that I can get there.
Yeah, agreed.
That will just it'll make the trip a little longer, but you won't have to avoid every single patrol out there. It is a few hours to get to the inner fence separating the... Oops. Oh. Work with me here. Separating the rabbit and rat habitats. If someone can make a no nature roll to find a spot to get through the fence.
Yo, who knows nature?
I've got a 1 in no nature and a 5 wisdom.
Oh, you know nature.
Shit.
All right, here we go.
They knew the nature.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, that
The
will.
nature knower.
Knew it.
Interesting. Yeah. You are able to slip through the inner fence with no issues, finding yourself back on the trail that you all took following your events in the motor. passing by that you could, if you wanted to, pass by that same house. You camped near it last time with the 2 rats, or you can push on or just simply avoid them. That's up to you.
Guys, were those rats cool?
After we helped him fix that flute, they seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have a reason to stop by there, but do we want to?
Yeah. There's no reason to go there. I mean,
Yeah.
hi guys.
Just say hi to our friends.
We met those people one time.
I think it might be worth stopping by just to give them the heads up about the fact that we're going to start some shit. Just so. Yeah, just give them a heads up that, hey, like, you guys explicitly moved out of the castle because you thought Fink was a jerk, right? Well, there's a real good chance that after we do whatever we do, he's going to be an even bigger jerk, right? We just want to let you guys know that that's going to happen. Do with it what you will. I mean, not critical by any stretch of the imagination. Like, if y'all think it's better just to move on, like, I'm fine with it. But
if it's what you want to do, yeah. I mean,
we stop and tell them.
Yeah.
I tell them that I'm not gonna start anything. I'm gonna finish it.
Nice.
In most places, that sounds like you're about to start something. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just a cat.
How could that be? If I'm finishing something, how am I starting something?
I feel like there's an escalation moment that happens in between here.
I mean, maybe I do start it, but maybe I also finish it.
Well, then you did it. Yeah, I mean, then you're right. You're correct.
The 2 are appreciative of your heads up, but yeah, we're gonna just stay here until everything blows over. Good luck with what you're doing. Find a lot more success scavenging out here away from the castle. Not a lot of people come up here, and the rabbits, they eye the 2 that are traveling with you. Well, they usually don't come over this way, so good luck. I hope your friend is okay.
Thank you.
Do you have any success at that place we took you? The doors in the wall?
I model my jacket.
There was a snake creature there. We made jackets out of it. I think it went up pretty good, I guess.
You should have seen it. I made this like super cool fucking spear out of one of his legs.
You should have seen Herbie wrestle him.
Oh my god. Oh man, I'm gonna start demonstrating on one of them what I did to them.
Yeah, they are very clearly not strong enough to prevent you from this. But just I got it. I don't need to.
But hold on, as I twisted.
Oh, wow, that feels a lot better actually. All of a sudden.
Yeah, but imagine that. But if it hurt,
And Herb invents chiropractic.
I knew I was going to amount to something.
Well, I mean, I know it's early, but you can stay here if you want. There's still plenty of hours of sunlight if you want to travel, though.
No, we need to be on our way.
Okay. Well, good luck, and make sure to bloody Fink's nose for us.
I just might.
I guess while we're walking, I want to ask Adam some scout. Hey, so do you guys already have like potions that we can use just in case, or
Adams smiles. Oh yeah, I took the time to make some potions yesterday morning. Should cure what ails you. And Sprout's like, yeah, mine'll get the blood flowing, keep you moving, get you awake. White Eye says that's what we would need, but I didn't. Well, I mean, I did what she said, so you really picking a fight with a whole other habitat. Well, I guess they already picked a fight with you, didn't they?
yep, some bitch got me ran over.
Show him. Has he seen the marks?
Oh, bro, I'm fucking taking off my jacket and shit. So a little more.
The fact that there are no working vehicles in this area, and it's a sentinel that ran you over, still it's just wild.
That's what I'm saying. It's wild as fuck. I fucking hate these people.
uh, heading down the hill that leads down the trail and across the mountain. If someone would roll me 5 base dice, please.
I think I did it last time.
Yep.
I'll do it unless Adam has already done it.
Go for it.
Base die.
To base.
The baser.
Oh my god.
Yo, I got a 6 in there.
What that means, like, we get a gun.
We get guns. 6 guns. 1, 2.
Okay. Heading once again across the drier scrub of the mountain, descending towards the forest. This time the travel is much easier and much faster because downhill is way easier than uphill.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Just need to find. Why am I? Oh, okay, there we go. The sun past its peak, making its way down. It's actually starting to get in your eye. As the day progresses into afternoon and then early evening, sun uncomfortably bright for most of you. The wind kind of whipping around, whipping up dust. The rocks of the mountain themselves sort of clattering and sorry, I just am trying to find Oh, you know what I can do? I can just pull the sheet. The rubble running down the mountain ahead of you, the sun in your eyes, the wind at your face, at least is more pleasant as the trip continues. For their part, White Eyes and Sprout keep up with you just fine. Sprout, despite White Eyes' apparent not sustaining, despite White Eyes being able to maneuver on her, Sprout does still, for much of the travel, just walk next to her, arm in arm, guide her. It's kind of funny given that Sprout is very small and White Eyes is tall, but they do their best. Adam's kind of traveling behind you all. What if anything, are you all doing while the day progresses?
Nothing of importance.
hmm.
I'm in my dirty mind and trying to infiltrate White Eye's mind as well.
Sending signals.
Can
What kind of pheromone game you got?
I got none. I just got two fingers to the temple, the other hand stretched out, pointing at White Eyes. If I didn't have fur, you can see one of my veins popping in the side of my head.
All right. Can everyone make a scout roll for me?
Scout roll. I can make a scout roll.
If I have to. Oh my god, I'm the scouter. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not re-rolling that.
Yeah, I'll send one of those Rose direction.
Thank you.
Right. What about you, Adams? Nope. Okay. The sun ahead of you, it is moments from dipping behind the western of Paradise Valley, finally bringing some relief to your eyes, although knowing full well that they are about to, that its setting will plunge the area into darkness of night. Actually, I should have put forth that, Hugh, this is a moment, well, I guess you already have successes. I should have reminded you that Sixth Sense would have been appropriate here, but doesn't matter. There is a moment as you all are walking and chatting and the air around you clattering, and there is a usual way that they all kind of make their way downhill the rocks. And so when they suddenly start to shake in place, vibrate, you know that something on alert as a giant shape suddenly bursts out of the ground underneath Adam.
Oh no.
Send to journal. Boom.
Adams. It's a land shark.
I got a
Row upon row, jagged, sharp, stony looking teeth. Not white like you would expect most teeth to be. These are more the color of gravel than they are enamel or ivory. Black eyes with... No, I read that wrong. Brown to black skin with no eye whatsoever. Where the sockets would be, simply smoothed over. This thing is 15, probably pushing 20 feet in length. You can all make a no nature roll for what you know about land shark. There is no modifier for this particular creature.
Oh my god. I'm the knower.
Holy, he knows.
I get so consistently lucky any wits roll. I don't know how this keeps happening.
I mean, oh, you know why.
I'm due.
You're due. You're due.
All right. Cassius, you know that this is a land shark. A creature that, despite its name, cannot survive in water. In fact, lakes are the one place that you are safe from a land shark, and the terrarium is like the least likely land hunting ground for a land shark. Of all the tribes, the reptiles are the safest from a land shark, as they will drown in water. It is their ability to swim through solid stone. It's not a burrow like the rabbits or the badgers do. No trail is left behind, and they can leap out of rock and then dive back in as though it was not even. Hugh, with your extra stunt to do that, I pulled up in other. For every extra success, gives the answer to one of the questions about the creature phenomena. You can choose between how can it hurt me or how can I hurt it.
I'm gonna go with how can I hurt it, and please make the answer be I chuck one of the jerry cans at it, it gets stuck in its teeth, and then Rose shoots it with the flare gun.
That would certainly do it.
Yeah.
That would certainly do it. Although they are armored, and they have tough hide, things like fire usually don't work very well because of their ability to dive into the ground. Mostly it's just you got to be ready for it. Okay. See.
Ro is scared of this thing because the terrarium has been safe for them, so they don't have a lot of experience with these things.
What is the damage on that? Oof.
He's eating atoms.
Takes a chomp, although I believe
My potions.
No, bro.
No, the potions.
We should just took another warrior. Fuck this guy.
does not have anything he can do about it. That there is a chunk, actually.
Well, I mean, he's a healer. There's something he could do.
He can heal himself.
He can probably heal himself.
Does take a significant chunk. Adams is looking real bad after this fight. He is barely holding on. There is a massive gash out of his side, just a chunk missing, and it is bleeding very badly. And then we are going into initiative.
Adams, no.
Don't really have a map for this one. You are all at short range of Adams and the creature.
Everything in my spirit will be trying to suplex this fucking vampire. I need y'all to know this.
Oh god. Okay, hold on. I gotta put us on a different map. Literally any map. Just so that I...
Oh, because you have all the markers.
Yeah, exactly. They're all showing up in my
Yeah.
turn order.
They all get a turn, baby. All of our cells get a turn.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
You picked the
finally.
wrong day.
Now I gotta add my NPCs back.
We just so happen to be
Great.
holding
Thanks.
a cookout here. You didn't know.
Turns out, Land Shark, we do have a bigger boat.
It's a Jaws reference. I get it.
It's a Jaws
Hell
reference,
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
Is there a sequel to Jaws, or did they just make the one and now it's it?
There's a lot of sequels to Jaws.
There's
Yeah.
several. Yeah, there are several.
Well, now that makes me
And
mad.
they get substantially worse as you go along.
Yeah, the second one is like, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, more Jaws, cool.
I feel like the max we can do is 2 Jaws movies.
I mean, the max they should have done was 2, but it is.
NPCs.
You know how many sequels The
okay.
Land Before Time has?
14.
Yeah. fucking
Excuse
insane.
me?
Yeah. There are, I think it's 14 Land Before Time movies.
Big franchise.
It's actually insane.
Sure. Okay. What numbers are we looking at? Cassius.
I got a 3.
All right. Hugh, you have a 5. And your agility is?
My agility, I think it's 4. Yeah, it's 4.
Okay. That will put you above the land shark.
Oh, fuck, the last one in front of me.
Yeah. That will put you above Adams, who is below the land shark. I don't have a token for Sprout, but Sprout will also be going. Dave?
Below the land shark, some of them is in the land shark.
Yeah.
Okay. Haley,
a little
you're
bit
rocking a 2,
Oh,
which will put you after White Eyes. And Hugh, you have a 5 as well. Cassius 3. Okay, I think we're all set. Hugh, you are up first. Land Shark is sort of half sticking out of the stone of the ground, and a chunk, a solid bite, grip on Adams.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna rush. I'm gonna scream out Adams, and then I'm just gonna rush towards him and do my best to push him away from the land shark.
You are pushing Adams away from the land shark.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to take him out of combat with a move roll?
That would be great. That sounds fantastic.
Okay.
The mover.
Save the potions.
2 successes. You can get Adams out. You could also get somebody like Sprout or Wide Eyes, or any of you.
I think.
Oh wait, there's a modification. Well, remember that next time. I think there's normally a modification to move rolls in close combat, but don't remember what it is, and it's not a big deal, right?
Yeah, I think. White Eye is blind. I think I'm gonna move them out as well.
Okay.
Don't let her trick you. She sees everything.
Wait, what? I thought I literally made another over with another "You Are Here" token.
Awesome.
And then switched to that one. Wow. I was hoping to get a blank grid. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't need it. You have a maneuver if you would like to use your maneuver for something.
I think I think I will take cover.
Okay. That actually makes it the land shark. PDF. Where's my PDF? There it goes. It is going to take a chunk. It's going to try anyway to take a chunk out of Hugh.
Yeah.
No, Hugh, no. They can't
That
kill
is
you.
2 damage. That is, well, first off, do you want to defend?
Uh,
On your next turn, you would not get an action if you chose to defend.
no, I think I'm gonna. Well, I think I'm gonna let whatever armor I've got take care. Try and soak some of this damage.
Okay. It does hit you. It barely connects, but it does do 2 damage. They have a very nasty bite.
Okay. Well,
So
my
roll 4 gear dice for your
Yeah.
armor rating.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you soak 1 damage.
Yeah.
Your armor rating does drop to 3. Anytime you roll those, because you can't push an armor roll, if you
Right.
roll 1s on your soak roll and you don't soak all the damage, your
Gotcha.
armor degrades. So you take 1 point of damage, your armor
Okay.
rating drops to 3. That can be repaired
Okay.
up to its initial starting value.
Well, that's nice to know.
Yeah. Oops, that's not what I needed to do.
That was a maneuver to close with you and then an attack. So the shark is done. Cassius, it is your turn.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, carry on. Nothing changes.
Let's see here. I am going to is it still within close or is it now like near?
It would be probably with near. You're within a couple. You all have been walking in kind of a close group.
Okay. I'm gonna use my maneuver. And I'm doing it again, guys. I want to grapple it. So,
Make a fight roll.
I should have never been shown this ability. We're fighting.
Okay, you
Look.
have 1 success.
Roll for pressure.
Okay, you take
Fuck.
1 point of damage. You will not be able to get a hold because you only have 1 success and you need at least 1 stunt to be able to grapple.
Oh, okay.
But you will do base damage, which it will try to resist. You have to use claws and teeth when making an
Follow me.
attack. Yeah, you rend a solid scrape right through the hide. A number of bits of rock just break off, and its armor does appear reduced.
Kitty power.
Yo.
That was your maneuver and your action, Haley.
Heck yeah. You said that we are now close?
Near.
Near. Okay.
You're a few steps away. You've been walking in a group, I would assume.
Yes. Yeah. So then it'd be a maneuver to move to arm's length for melee combat. Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. I don't need to jump because I can just do the maneuver. I will. I'm gonna grab the axe and kind of make a run towards it, and I'm gonna slide by, carving the axe along the side of this thing. That's the goal as I run in. See if it trips me up or I stumble. Okay. It's a fight with two two gear die from the axe, right?
Is it 2 or is it 1? I think it's
Uh,
2, but I will check. Excuse me.
I think it's two.
In the
'cause I think
conflict system, an axe is listed as a gear bonus of +1, but damage of
1.
3.
Okay,
Machete
yeah.
is 2 and 2.
That's the one. Okay. All right. So a fight with 1 gear die. Okay.
Base damage of 3, however.
1 success.
That's 3 damage right now. If you want to push, you can.
Here's the thing. We're trying to do shit today. There's a lot of day left. I would love to push, but we do have healers. It's eating Adams.
Adams has gotten, ooh boy.
Hell
It's
yeah.
worth the 1 point of damage.
You do take a point of damage. You gain a feral point. You have 3 stun.
Look, I'm all out of bubblegum. It's damage.
Yeah.
All damage. 6 damage. Okay. Oof. Is a nasty gouge. Its scales and the rock on its back do seem to absorb some of that damage. But yikes.
All right, mess with the frog, you get the webbed feet or
Yeah,
something.
well, no,
alive,
I
there is
mean,
a
you know that
nasty
you know
girl.
that old saying: "You mess with the frog, you get the axe."
You get the axe.
I remember that. They taught me that in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
We wrap around. Hugh, you are first.
You know, I remember this thing's right on top of me. I'm scared. I remember in some scrap of something I read somewhere, if you encounter a shark, you're supposed to punch it in the nose. I will try and bonk this thing on the nose with my wrench. Let me look at the wrench and see what it's a +2 to the fight skill. So that'll be here's fight and then 2 gear dice. As I just try and bonk this thing on the nose. Get away from me!
Who bonking it?
Successes.
Okay, we
Yeah.
like it.
And I think it has a +1 to damage, and I'm
Yeah, it's
doing the
1
same
damage.
thing. I'm pumping it all
Okay.
into damage.
So that is 2 damage.
Yeah.
Its armor is largely shredded, but it's still. It does block 1. It does block 1. It is still up. It is still
Oh my
alive, but
goodness.
man, it fucked up.
This thing is scary though.
It's a scary beast.
It's a shark.
Oh boy. Anything for maneuver to grab your weapon? Never mind.
No.
Unless you have quick draw. I don't remember if you do.
I do, but I thought that only applied to range stuff. I thought it was only an ammo thing.
There's quick fire.
I don't have
Which
quick draw. I
prevent-
think I've got the quick shot.
Quick shot. Okay.
is- Yeah.
So yeah, maneuver to grab your weapon. Action
Yeah.
to bonk.
Yep.
The shark is going to take a bite and then probably going to get the hell out because man, this is not its day. Can I play the shark alchemy? Will you let me do that, please?
No,
Maybe.
no. You ask too much.
Yeah, it's not
This-
going to risk pushing that.
This I cannot do.
I cannot. Come back tomorrow.
Who am I even attacking? There's 3 of you. I have a D3 here.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, Haley, you're the one up. It is attempting to bite you.
Holy cow. Okay. I try to defend it to push it, get the axe in its mouth to try to hold it back.
Go ahead and roll your fight.
Oh hell yeah! I'm shouting at Herb. I thought you had this.
It got it. You have it.
Okay, it's fight and then fight plus 4. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm actually down 1 strength. I just didn't take that damage away, but that would be the 5. So
Yeah.
I would still hit that.
Yeah, you still have
Um,
1 success.
yeah.
It is
I
pretty
am.
messed up, so it's not rolling a ton of dice either.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 seems rough though. I'm gonna push, and we'll just ignore whatever the 5 hits.
Okay.
That way I don't have to spend the time to adjust the sheet. Ooh.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we're certainly tenacious.
Oh,
Oh, I'm down.
Oh,
He
no.
gets I get it. I defend, but I'm down.
oh God, I don't even know how this works when you knock each other out at the same time.
I think it like well, I don't know exactly how it would go, right? But I think it gets a bite in me. But I do have knives, and I'm like stabbing it as it's biting.
All right. Okay. You do get 3 points of damage from the three
Yep, sure do.
ones. You gain 3 feral points.
Heck yeah.
What weapon are you using? You using an axe?
I'm using an axe to defend because I attacked with it, so
Yeah,
I'm using
yeah,
that
yeah.
to help
That-
defend myself.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just gets me. I'm thinking, whatever the defense action occurs, and then, the struggle gets me good.
Yeah. You do successfully fend it off, and that is crucial. Because you have prevented it from biting you, although the strain is just, even if its teeth are not hitting you, like you're getting back, just bashed into the ground, bashed into the rocks, bashed into the mountains.
I think it takes me
Wait.
under for a minute. It takes me literally under.
Takes you under, brings you back up, or rather, you bring it back up, because with your other success. Wait, no. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Brings you back up. You have suffered no damage. You are unconscious. It dives back into the ground and flees with its 1 remaining strength.
Yeah,
It hoped to drag
collapsed a
somebody with
little.
it, but you successfully fend it off.
Oh hell yeah! I take
No
I
damage
take
from it, so no critical injury. Since
I take a faltering step forward and say, "I think I got it," and just collapse.
Oh, she got it. Yeah, she got it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
combat over. Yeah, your friend is not in a position to do that. However, Adams.
Well, I was going to say, since he's knocked out, I'll scramble over there and try and use my heal skill.
The healer.
Oh, okay. You heal 2 points of strength.
Oh, I need that.
Adams and Sprout and White Eyes all return now that the sounds of the fighting have ended. The rock occasionally still clattering around, but now the normal sound of rocks rolling downhill and dancing around for a land shark.
I made a new coat.
Bro, I'm gonna make it like a weapon we're using some of the rocks from.
Yeah, I was trying to get us a new jacket. I'm in my shark era.
It was pretty fast around here.
Scales on scales.
Yeah, fashion moves fast in the animal kingdom.
It's true, it's true.
Everyone is a little more on edge, a little more cautious, a little more aware as you push through the last of the mountains and into the forest. The sun disappearing both behind the mountains and any remaining light disappearing behind the trees above you. You are a little ways from. Switch back to the other one. So go to tactical mode and move your thing. I'm going to move this marker down, but you all are basically about here at the edge of the forest, still inside the rat habitat, a good ways away from Rat Castle. You could try to slip into the reptile habitat if you wanted to. You would have to deal with the inner fence separating the reptiles from the rats. It would probably be another 3, maybe even 4 to push onto Rat Castle tonight. You could do it. You would be pushing into the early hours of the morning. Or you can try to find a place to camp for a while.
I think we should find camp.
I think camp is probably the smart play.
Yeah. Agreed.
If someone would like to make a no nature roll, I will
I
2
will
modification for Adams, who has traveled this area a few times, knows a few things.
All right. Did you say a +2?
Correct.
All right. You got it. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a rest anyway. Let's push this.
2 successes, also 2 confusion,
Yeah.
and 2 feral points. You find a small copse of trees where the roots have pulled out of the ground a little bit, but the trees are still upright and alive. A cozy little spot underneath the twisting wood. White Eyes, with her ability to burrow, Hughes. You guys can dig out a sizable enough space. Adams is appreciative, but just I'll just rest right here nearby. Most things don't bother me. Anything as big as me. I think we're out of the stone, so that land shark shouldn't be back anytime soon.
If,
I wish it would.
If you wish.
That seems like a solid place to stop. You have successfully impressed General Rudis, met a few new friends in the rabbit tribe, including Coney, who seems to have been the one that sent Ginkgo to all of you in the place. You have made it back into the rabbit. I'm sorry, not rabbit. Made it out of the rabbit and into rat habitat, and a little worse for the wear, but settling in.
Out of the rabbit into the rat.
A little
It
bit
remains
into
to be
a song.
seen how much of a benefit that truly is. We can run down. Everybody gets 1 XP just for participating in the session.
Yes.
Did you sacrifice or risk something specifically for your tribe?
No.
I haven't seen them boys in so long.
Did you sacrifice or risk something for the resistance?
I don't think so.
I think the closest thing we could do is say the
Yeah, I
Watcher
mean,
situation, but
yeah,
then
but there is the Watcher situation. And we did put ourselves at risk. That it's for Gamma. Is that for the Resistance?
he's a part of the Resistance.
I mean, it's either your resistance or your tribe, since you're both reptiles.
He's also like one of my people. So,
True.
I think I think, but I think
should-
I think all those qualify for me, but not all at the same time.
He's
That's
resistant
fair.
for me.
Sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy.
Would me going to grapple for you could be considered that? What, trying to at least?
Trying to the land shark? Yeah.
Yeah.
You put yourself in harm's way. Sacrifice or risk something for the NPC you want to keep safe.
Hewlett certainly did.
Sacrifice or risk something to mess with the NPC you hate. Anyone's is around right now. Sacrifice or risk something to reach your big dream. It's actually kind of interesting. The questions for base Mutant Year Zero are very different.
Hmm.
Some of them are the same. Did you participate? Did you sacrifice or risk something to reach your big dream? Protect your NPC, or to mess with the NPC you hate. But the others are like all about exploration and then finding out something, I think it is. Like finding something new and then exploring a new part of the zone. Sounds like everybody's getting between 2 and 4 XP. What amount?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just the perfect amount for me.
No, anyone else getting rot resistance? Or is that just me?
I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I got it last time. I thought we might be in the rot a little longer. I was like, well, I like this idea, but my man Hugh took that on.
Yeah, I might pick that up and just flavor it as I've been exposed enough that I'm starting to get resistant to it.
Oh my god, you're mutating.
Yeah.
He is Mutant Year Zero.
Bro. If one kill Hop didn't die, I could have took the Admirer.
That is so wild.
I knew it was all gonna like I figured if you all went before, it's not out of the realm of possibility that the three of you or even a couple of you going would destroy that sentinel before it got a chance to fight back or before it one hot kills got a chance to go. But that is it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be, Herb. I'm sorry.
Meant to be.
It happens.
Like they give me a full stat block on her. They even like included her in the errata for what her rank is. Somebody somehow decides to dominate her, I guess, before she blows herself up.
Well, maybe you find out that she's gonna do it or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another.
Now you've seen the dedication of the rabbit tribe. I forgot to remind myself to make a rat.
Yeah,
So
boy is dedicated.
Yeah, there's something.
What other town Well, or do I just like updating my stats?
Remember, you can't up stats. The only thing you can really up is skills or add talent.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
I might just take bodyguard.
Bodybuilder. What's bodybuilder do?
No,
Bodyguard.
bodyguard.
Oh,
Yeah.
bodyguard. Yeah, bodyguard is pretty cool.
I have that on my character for Monday night. Pallet Jack is his name.
Pallet
Yeah.
Jack.
He's a grunt, so his special skill is shake it off. Whenever you take any kind of trauma, you can shake it off to ignore it. Every success ignores a point of trauma.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, it put in some work yesterday.
I like it.
But I picked up bodyguard, and I picked up the one that lets me move using wits because my agility is not great.
Yeah, pretty neat. The things that let you kind of use a different stat to do something.
To do a couple things, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was good. A good addition to give a little more freedom or allow a class that can't ever do that kind of stuff, to start doing it.
Yeah. It also means that some of the crucial skills are more available. Like move is a pretty crucial skill. It's how you avoid or evade, escape a conflict that might kill you. And like you don't want to have to always have a decent agility just to be able to make use of the move skill. So
Yeah. Well, I don't know what running from battle looks like.
I think I'm gonna just take